My name is Dieli, and I am a recovering good girl. Today is exactly 10 months since the last time I did something I hated with all my guts in order to gain the approval of society. Yes, exactly 10 months ago, I walked out of my medical practice where I was a successful double board certified hematologist oncologist, earning quite a big chunk of change. I have been addicted to performing and earning the approval of society and the applause of my parents and teachers for as long as I can remember. My addiction to being a good girl started when my younger sister was born with the syndrome of I had become the middle girl. My sister was younger and cuter than me. So now I internalized the message love is not free anymore. Love is something that has to be earned with your good behavior. I also internalized the message you're not the baby anymore. There's a baby in the house. You better mature and grow and become a mature woman. I was 2 years old. My addiction for performing and behaving evolved into an addiction for good grades during my school years. And yes, let's get something clear. I am a nerd at heart and I will not apologize for it. I love learning. But there's a difference between being hooked on learning, and being addicted to the good grades, to the praise of the teacher, to the brief flash of admiration or pride in the eyes of your parent. Brief, usually brief, because parents get used very quickly to overachiever children and take them for granted. But one reason or another, my addiction for good grades evolved into becoming a physician at a ridiculously young age, becoming a summa cum laude graduate, earning a specialty in internal medicine in the United States, then a double specialty and a double board certification in hematology and oncology in Northwestern University. It also, my addiction to checking boxes in society and showing, look at me, I'm a good girl, I am doing everything right, also manifested as me getting married at a ridiculously young age to the first and only guy I ever dated at age 19. Because deep inside, raised Catholic, very conservative family, I was honoring my parents for me getting married as a virgin with the very first and last guy I ever dated. See, I'm a decent girl. I am not a girl who's jumping around from man to man. So I touched bottom like most addicts do and had to reinvent my life when I found myself having to face a divorce, my first F in my life. Ugh! If you ever were obsessed with good grades, you heard that before. The moment you earn an F, you are doomed. You will never be able to claim that you are an honor graduate. And that was what I was facing in my life. November 27, 2009, when I asked my ex for the divorce. So my journey to recovery started then. That journey to recovery, that no longer I was going to live my life for the approval of society, for the applause of my parents or teachers or peers, that I was going to live my life for my happiness and the happiness of those people I loved, but authentically. And like every recovery of every addict, it has been a roller coaster of relapses. For example, the most recent one, I became trapped in the career after I had successfully left behind the addiction to being the perfect woman who never made mistakes and got a divorce. I succeeded at finding the love of my life. I took the risk of being the imperfect woman and dating a man I was convinced it was doomed. He was a player, he was an eternal bachelor, but my passion, my heart was telling me he is the one you want to be with right now. And I took my chance And now I'm happily married to him. That's a long story and a different story. But I got myself trapped again into the trap of being the perfect person by living a career that made me miserable. But now I'm done. It's done. It has been enough. I am never going to be a good girl again. And I am taking it one day at a time. Every day is 20 for the next 24 hours. I will not do something I hate just to please society. For the next 24 hours, I will follow my passion, even if it is doesn't make any sense. For the next 24 hours, I will live my most authentic life. And I invite you to do that. But being bad girls is not our thing either. I could never be the bad girl, for example, the promiscuous woman. We all have a different definition of what being a good girl or a bad girl is. But it's not about being a bad girl, it's about being you. And that's when I came across with the word sassy. And I fell in love with the word sassy. According to the dictionary, sassy means lively, bold, full of spirit, cheeky, maybe a little bit obnoxious and on your face, but in an endearing way. Someone who has little filters and says it how it is. That's what I want to be. But even more, I made up this acrostic that what sassy means to me: successful, authentically joyful, spiritual, sexy you. And today I invite you to become that, a sassy woman, a woman who's bold, full of spirit, lively, successful, authentically joyful, spiritual, sexy you. Answer the question below. Who do I have to become to be my definition of a sassy woman? What in my life can I change today to live a life more in alignment with my values, with what is important to me, which I believe is true and honest and real, and not what people spoon fed me when I was growing up? What can I do to be happier today, to exercise my passions more often? That is going to be your definition of a sassy woman. I have some spots for what I call a clarity session, a one-on-one free complimentary phone call or video chat where we explore together what your ideal life is, what you want, what your dreams and goals are, and we see if I'm a good fit to help you. I can't wait to see you on the other side. Thank you so much for joining, and stay tuned and be bold, be lively, be full of spirit, be sassy.